if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. Miya went down to Mars. Huge upset, in that set earlier. So both of these, again, top 10 players. Miya just ranked, was it number 1 or number 2? I believe it was number 1. Number 2.
Akola was number 1, I think.
And Shuton ranked number 10, I believe.
Yeah, I think so too, indeed. Right now, both of them facing each other. This is a match that already happened a few times, right? What's the current set count between these two, Mighty Komona?
I'm pulling that up right now because I'm curious to remember. I believe this is very, very Miya favored, especially recently. Yeah, five win streak and up 12-3 overall. The last few times that we saw Shuton playing this matchup, specifically picking the Aegis, we saw a lot of Minecraft Steve come out from Miya, but doesn't seem all that necessary right now. Got it handled with the Game & Watch.
Yeah, he knew already, like, that DI just sent a message. I know I'm done, let's get back into there with that second stock. Let's see how he goes now. You saw already how Miya was on point with that edge guard. He knew exactly where to press to hurt Shuton the most. And, well, he's taking a very good advantage, and you know it's very hard to just try to edge guard and to just get back into the game against a Game & Watch, specifically a Game & Watch of this caliber.
And I mean, as good as Miya has been playing this weekend, you got to wonder, right? I mean, the matchup is always bound to change at any given point. We've seen a lot of Olimar. I think we saw that last time in the last set they played at Delta.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, that could change at any given moment. But right now with the Aegis, I mean, you'd expect the sword to be such a big part of the matchup. Got to hit those techs, and Shuton does. But, I mean, so far, hasn't really had a lot of room to space around. Like, Miya has been doing a great job of staying in Shuton's face.
Yeah. And you know, did you see the way he managed to edge guard Shuton even with that big red sword in the middle of the way? He just avoided and get down there and then punish the others that's going to come with his own RB, and he just managed to edge guard Shuton whenever he got this opportunity. Now we are one full stock ahead. This is a heavy Game & Watch we got there, surviving at 160. What was that angle? Sakurai, what did you do?
The disgusting sour spot angle on that down smash, and at those high percents, yeah, there's nothing you can do. Shuton just air dodged into the blast zone.
That was one of the weakest up throw I've ever seen.
I think down throw is the one that's more likely to kill most of the time.
Actually, I think you're right. We got the gentleman jabbed here to take the stock, but one full stock ahead here for Miya. Yeah, Shuton is a pretty bad spot. What do you do in this situation? Do you want to go for the comeback now and kind of show your whole hand for the whole set? Or do you want to maybe take some information, take the L now to jump back later on?
It's a really good question that I think a lot of top players, like, they kind of have to weigh that in their head, right? But getting off to a Game 1 win in where like a set history like this, where it has historically turned into a counter pick war, I don't think that you are allowed to just secede that Game 1. And Shuton definitely not doing that, keeping the pressure on. Off stage is where things get really, really bad. Not only for this character, but especially in this matchup. We've already seen Miya put on like 60-70% just by having this character off stage. That's exactly what's going on now.
No, and he's dead. I think he doesn't make it back. There we are. RB just going through the side B every goddamn time, so there's no way he will get back on the stage. Yeah.
It's just, that was one of the most
prison to me.
clean and clinical edge guards I think I've just seen out of this whole game. Like, Miya clearly has played this matchup a lot. I mean, these two have played a lot, but you can see the late meta of this game where we're no longer just going like, oh, I don't know where exactly this is going to end and how to punish this. Like, Miya knows exactly where those up Bs are ending, when you're going to be actionable, knows when to go off stage, knows when to ledge trap. It's very impressive.
Yeah, it's like he's playing RPS while looking at your hand. Oh, you're going to a rock, aka side B. I'm going to use my up because it's just invulnerable. This is a very hard word to say. And I'm going just to hit you while you're doing it. Oh, you want to go for the up B? I'm going to counter you while you're doing like the little slight jump you got at the end of the move. You're going one back here. So yeah, pretty tough situation. Miya just, again, wanted to play RPS in those situations while cheating a bit against Shuton. Shuton just had to flee, just avoid those situations, just avoid being edge guarded.
Yeah.
And that's very funny to say. I mean, I'm a caster. I can't say that. That's all I'm going.
Well, no, I mean, it's true. If you don't want to, like, just die immediately in that matchup,
then
yeah, you gotta stay on stage. But that's, you know, easier said than done, because one of the dangerous things about Game & Watch, right, is that juggle game plays into getting thrown off stage a lot. And you think, well, what does that matter, right? You're above, just, you know, find a way to land. But the easiest way to land, especially against the Game & Watch juggle, is to go to the ledge. That's the safe place. But then if you go to the ledge,
you're stuck on the ledge.
Yeah, now you're stuck on the ledge and you're getting ledge trapped. And both of these players are so good at it.
I may say that the easiest way to land against the Game & Watch is actually to die and use the platform to get back on the stage.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
You might have a point. Go next. All right, Miya's going to definitely put on a lot of damage here. Removing that top platform that we were seeing on Battlefield, so going to allow for, you know, the jungle game's not going to be quite as easy for Miya, right? A little bit more free-flowing space for Shuton to work with for the landing. I love it, the attempt just to space out with that forward air, but here we see it again, right? I mean, Shuton actually taking a pretty big risk there trying to land with that down air, but we have seen a lot of going to ledge in that exact situation.
Yeah, exactly. Good parries again. Miya on point on its timing, and even if Shuton were to go for like kind of what again? Getting caught by that weird angle. I know you got
I looked away for a second and then I heard
Sakurai again bless that angle here and just sent Shuton back to the nether, I may say.
There's no Steve here.
On the fine, you can say on the other stream there is. Yeah, but I want to stay polite. I want to stay PG-13, you know.
Hey, there's nothing polite about competition, man. When you take these stocks, it's a zero-sum game. Somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. And Miya has definitely been locked in. Very, like, killer spirit. Again, it's, like, weird to see a Game & Watch be, like, super aggressive and taking space. I think because we're so used to watching Meister play, but, I mean, Miya is,
too.
like...
I love playing Miya, and I'm used to seeing Miya play at this point.
Yeah. It's funny.
But yeah, 127%. Low key again. No!
Yes, actually.
Yeah. No, you sure about that?
Ooh, could have been really bad for Shuton. Good mix-up on the recovery, but again, going right back to the ledge. We go right back into the skies. I'd like to switch to the Mythra just to get that extra fall speed, right? To be able to go, okay, air dodge, go away. Oh my goodness.
Did you learn from T? What is he doing here? You see how T just loves to hover around your shield, just add pressure by looking at you, right?
Yeah.
Seems like he learned from him this point. 130%. Look at him. He's waiting again.
I want you to land. I want to get that sour spot, but... yeah, Miya definitely cleaning up that next stock. We're seeing this, look, I mean, more or less carbon copy of this last game, right? Going down into that last stock, Shuton puts on that 40% pretty easily and does actually get the punish there on the neutral there off ledge. Pretty difficult, but does, you know, sort of have a good idea of Miya's habits coming out of that situation. I love that mix-up, though.
Yeah, love it. He did it a few times already. It's kind of a very safe option, but just wants to see how Shuton adapts to it, what he wants to offer on the table, and maybe punish it afterwards in the remaining games, because right now, you see, this is only game 2. You are still taking notes about the habits of your opponent. You are still taking notes about what you can punish later on. When can you pull the trigger to take the advantage?
But that's one of the very difficult parts about playing against Miya is that he almost never picks the same defensive option twice in a row and has so many of them available to him as a Game & Watch player, and just never going to drop this edge guard. Go out there one more time to put him out of his misery. 2-0 lead for Miya.
Shuton getting stuck in a toxic relationship with that ledge. Sure, it does seem like a safe haven when you think about it at the beginning of the stock, but then later, and little by little, you realize that, yeah, you may need to move over. Maybe it's time to move on. Stop staying on this one.
Yeah, maybe time to get a character with a better recovery. I mean, we'll see, because sometimes Shuton does pick a character and commit, right? Like, kind of opposite of Proto. Sometimes doesn't always make the character switches, but we'll be doing it here because you got to find a way to turn it around. Clearly, Miya has been prepared for the Aegis. So we'll see what the Olimar can do. Has had some close sets against Miya lately with the Olimar, but has not been able to close it out recently either.
Let's see how it goes. And again, these two are seeded 1 and 6. The other way. Shuton is seeded 6. Miya is seeded 1, so one of them will not even make top 8.
And they're, supposed to. But again, those upsets in bracket, there were so many of them this weekend, and nobody has been safe.
Let's see how it goes for now. Again, pretty even game. Maybe Shuton taking the lead for the first time in a long time. But yeah, and you see the lineup of big men.
Double purple is so huge. Like
the bodyguards. Oh my. Take this one. No, I would do it myself.
In case you forgot that we're living in 2024, just watch that sequence. People are just prepared at all times now. Wow, purple Pikmin's so safe. Even on the parry, you're able to get away.
I was scared for a second, I do have to admit. And again, Miya being on point with his parries is pretty scary, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot of power available right here. I also love that Shuton does not, like, waste the talents of the other Pikmin that are, like, not the purples. We saw so much damage get built up early on with the others, and then it's like, okay, I'm going to run away, I'm going to throw these until I get those double purples, and then use them to just batter at Miya, and does now take a stock lead for the first time in the set.
For the first time ever, indeed. And look at that. He did use the powers of the red Pikmin to avoid the explosion from the bombs and all. I don't know. Oh, I think he's done with his Pikmin. Yeah, he is. He's good. That edge guard, that regrab was getting got punished accordingly, and only 0% on. What am I even talking about? Okay, sorry, Shuton.
51% off of a down throw is crazy.
Definitely going for the down throw to up smash, I think.
Up smash into the two uppers.
Oh, sorry.
I think they patched out the up smash.
Yeah, maybe against the Game & Watch, but
look, I'm remembering, right? I'm remembering the past, and I'm being like, did he?
All right, good up in here to try to get rid of those Pikmin. That does work very well, obviously, because there's a hitbox over all of Game & Watch. So obviously, if there's a Pikmin latch on you, you're going to get rid of it.
Yeah, very, very fortunate for Game & Watch. Has a lot of those really big hitbox options, but
that's the second time.
The purples.
That's the second time he does try to go for the chair and got punished with a Pikmin in the face. So maybe something Shuton did manage to catch on Miya's habits.
I think that Shuton's been doing a really good job of catching on to the grounded game for Miya, and I think that the Aegis was having trouble doing that. They're really built around like air-to-air stuff, and that's not really been Miya's MO. It's not really what Game & Watch does, and Olimar can really lock that down effectively by controlling that horizontal space. But ledge traps are still very difficult to deal with. Olimar's not a fast character.
And look at the percents on Miya again. 0% again. This is the second time Shuton does manage to try to get the lead, but doesn't finish like what he started to work on.
Miya's just so good at not letting a game get out of hand. Like, I almost never see somebody with a 2-stock lead against Miya.
Definitely.
I can't think of the last time I saw that happen.
And the game is now even, except it's not, because, well, Shuton does have a single Pikmin to help him out.
And that's really,
he needs
really
to
bad.
land. He needs to land.
It takes away so many landing options, and you're not going to the ledge either.
All right, yellow Pikmin, please help me.
You're my only hope. I mean, Shuton needs a purple Pikmin so badly.
Yeah,
that's coming up next. This is where I'd expect a lot of people, right, to just toss one of these Pikmin off stage to get to that purple. But again, Shuton does not waste. Shuton knows that you need to build on the damage with these Pikmin before the purple comes out, because you don't want to waste that talent.
Indeed. Even if he does have more HP, you just want to use it to go for the kill option. And look at that lineup, the blue one for the grab. No, never mind. The blue one just died.
That'll probably
that purple one, indeed. But is it going to be enough? Because obviously, when you see those Pikmins and when you are used to them, you know exactly what to take into account, what to expect from Shuton.
Purple Pikmin's still alive. I think that's going to be the biggest thing to keep an eye on. No,
dead.
It's dead. Does have
He needs to rotate. He needs to rotate. There it is. Purple and blue.
Had to keep the shield up because of the reflection. Yeah, purple and blue. This is exactly what you want.
Is it the Myron zone? No, he needs 2 purple, right?
He needs 2 purple for the Myron zone, but got to get back on stage to even activate it. Purple Pikmin gone now.
Oh!
And the wait from Miya, that was really, really smart stuff. Turned around to be able to punish something. Any regular get up at the ledge, could hit with the back air. Able to punish with the down tilt the other way, easier to react. Shuton, the run will end at 17th place. At Supernova 2024, Miya will continue on. Heartbreaking way for it to end, especially because Shuton have built up so much momentum in that set.
Definitely, and you could see how moving from Pyra to Olimar just gave him the edge for a few minutes at the beginning of this game 3. Unfortunately closed with no cigar here, and he will have to go down. Miya being consistent in his edge guard. Look at that again, you're seeing on the screen right now, pushing Shuton on the ledge and just forcing him to do mistakes or just go for the same timing over and over again. You saw that what happened on the last stock here. He knew exactly when to go for the for the move. He reacted to the roll perfectly well, and he was ready to react to the jump, I guess, with a good back air, as you were saying before. And you're going to see it now. Look at that.
Yeah, this spot right here set up, like,
happened.
There's really nothing that you can do in that situation without the purple Pikmin available. Yellow Pikmin, maybe you have a disjoint, but that's still not going to contest with the turtle. So throwing that purple Pikmin too soon, seeing that hurdle off stage was really the death knell.
I'll see you on the other side. It was like, see you, boss.
Yeah, goodbye.